Hey, what's up? Us. So I'm doing the black belt thing again. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday, October the 2nd, which means that it is the first Thursday of the month, which means that How to Eat to Live is in effect. The national fast is in effect. And the national fast is in effect, meaning that you have your last meal today, right? Anytime today that you want, because everybody's schedule is different. I had my last meal yesterday. So today, the first day of my fast or fasting when doing a national fast, I try to um, take certain vitamins to assure that when my fast begins, that the food that I've eaten has not actually let any allowed any what's called residue behind in the system. And residue meaning that in How to Live, it is said that any food that we eat has poison in it, and that poison is left in the system. And it takes 72 hours just for one fast. Excuse me. It takes 72 hours just for your body to get rid of the poison from the last meal that you ate. So if you ate more than one meal a day, every day for the month of September, um, like me, of course, too, we've poisoned ourselves. And not necessarily in a bad way, it's just that it's poison in the body. And there are cells that do take care of it without us even knowing. So that's a good thing. But fasting allows our cells to give it the optimal ability to, excuse me, gives it the opportunity to work optimal during fasting without putting any food into your system. So water or coffee is, you can invite it, and for those who drink tea, you can drink tea. I wouldn't put too much I wouldn't put too much ingredients in the tea. Get a very basic tea, a very basic tea, like green tea or black tea or something simple, something straightforward. Not the teas where it's like so much combinations because you will be breaking your fast. So today is the last day to eat, right? And so the number one thing that I've noticed is that it really is difficult for people to complete their fast. Normally for numerous amount of things, but more so the sugar. The sugar content in our bodies is much more higher than we absolutely think. It is documented and it is proof that it doesn't matter if you're yellow, black, yellow, red, orange, or whomever ethnic group that you're a part of. Every time that we breathe, we are breathing out excess sugar. That's what carbon dioxide is. It's excess sugar. It's sugar that the body doesn't need. Exactly. So if we're already breathing out extra sugar or excess sugar, and we have an excess amount of fat on our body, then that means we're definitely over consuming foods that your body really doesn't even need. Although majority of us have an imbalance in our endocrine system, which is the post that I posted prior to this one, the blue picture. The endocrine system, the pituitary gland, which lies in the brain, is the one that is the master gland of all the glands inside the body. So let me break it down for you. The pituitary gland is the one that shuts the body down, excuse me, turns the body off and turns the body on, meaning sleep and awake cycles. It is responsible for that. So anytime that we go to sleep tired with the phone in our face or a TV on or anything technology that gives off some form of radiation or light, the pituitary gland still thinks the sun is up. So it's trying to regulate itself, but there's a confusion that's happening inside the body because you're supposed to be going to sleep. So the reason why you are not gaining optimal health, the reason why you are not seeing your body transform, the reason why you cannot fast, the reason why you are not actively active in what your thoughts are, but I'm not going to go too deep into that, but is because when you go to sleep, it is similar to you turning your car on, locking the doors, leaving the key inside, these days you don't need the key inside, and literally going inside your house and leaving your car on from 9 p.m. all the way to 7 a.m. in the morning running, even though the car is parked. So when we go to sleep and you park your car, meaning your body, you go to sleep, the engine is still running as though it's getting ready to drive or take off or take action for the day due to the light from the phones, the TV, and also the stress that we deal with on a daily basis. Fight, flight, or freeze has an effect on the pituitary gland and the adrenal glands inside the body. So that when you go to sleep, you're not even rested. You're laying there, you close your eyes, you're sleeping, but the engine is still running. So when it comes to actually digesting the food, distributing nutrients throughout the body, this is where fasting for 3 days is much more beneficial than you actually think. We all know the benefits of fasting, but let me break it down to you in my terms, the most simplest terms of it. That's why you don't have no results. That's why you don't have the results that you are looking for. It's as simple as that. I've had a 5 to 10. I know it's a wider range, but I know it's probably with the same person, but 5 to 10 different conversations this past week where I reminded someone that do you prepare to go to sleep or do you wait till you're tired to go to sleep? There's a difference. Because preparing to go to sleep is taking an hour out your day to turn the phones off, turn the TV off, play some light music. Get your bed ready, drink some tea, do some meditation, some stretching, something to your body to teach it to prepare, excuse me, to prepare it to go to sleep, prayer or whatever, whatever it is to bring your body down. Turn all the lights off, just sit in the dark, lay down in the dark so that your body knows, okay, it's time to go down, it's time to rest. Then the body can digest everything within a 24-hour period up until that moment. It's literally just as simple as that. But a lot of us go to bed sleep. So, excuse me, a lot of us go to bed awake, tired, stressed, too overly exhausted. So the body is in overdrive. So by the time the body gets a chance to go to sleep, it's not really doing anything. It's just holding you together for you to go do your actions the following day. Sleep is essential. Sleep is essential. So what do we do? So why is fasting such a beneficial activity that we should do? I'll tell you why. Because you're not feeding yourself. So your organs that are responsible for digestion get a chance to actually digest the food that you've been feeding yourself, distribute the nutrients, getting rid of the diseases and poisons and viruses that's lurking inside the body, even parasites and worms, to eat those things up and to get rid of it from the body. So your body can actually focus on breaking down things and redistributing and also recycling unhealthy blood cells and making them new again and fresh again. So the endocrine system, which is the source of where hormones come from. So once the pituitary gland is balanced, it can send a message or communicate with other endocrine organs to turn them on, to turn them off, to produce the hormones that you need, and then result have the healthier body that you would like. So it's hormones that regulate the system. You see what I'm saying? And regulate means balance. What does it need more of? What does it need to produce? What does it need to turn off? What does it need to turn on to do the job that it's supposed to do? And also the nervous system. So the nervous system, the messages actually communicate within milliseconds, seconds, minutes, hours, days. It's really, really fast. And it communicates with the organs. But if your body has not gotten a chance to actually rest and digest from the food and from the day and from everything that you've done for the day, even training, then the hormones or the nervous system, they're trying to actually keep you alive. So they're either in fighting for something, fighting to keep you alive. They're in flight of something, probably like, oh my gosh, we got to run from this pathogen or whatever it's overtaking the body, or in freeze, it's like, oh, we don't know what to do, and we know what happens from there. And that's when diseases can actually find a place inside the body and reside in for a very long time, and you end up with a disease that can be fixed. And that's why fasting is the answer and is the precursor to allowing you to go into the transformation that you would like for your body to see, whether it's just mental health, spiritual health, or even just physical health. Okay, so things like that. So now this brings into the next topic of steroids. Now, our body produces its own steroids. But if you haven't even gotten your body a chance to balance itself out, then that's why your body's hormones is completely off and you're having a hard time doing the things that quite seem to be very simple but very difficult and complicated. So there are vitamins that are due to actually check that and to actually keep those certain things in place so that when I fast, I get the full benefits out of it. So fasting is definitely key. Yep. So I'm actually going to do a workout today. It's the first day of the fast, but it's okay. So I'm going to work out today really, really, really hard as I can go, as hard as I want, and see if I can fast after working out without eating anything. I'm very curious as to what my body will do and how it will respond. Peace.